prior before, and I was just sitting there like, and he hit me up and he's like, "Yo, would you come down?" And I was like, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you to make a move. And it's just been over a series of just talks, and it's just an unbelievable story. And there's a lot, more conversations that went down, but we're just going to keep them between us. But just overall, just coming down to Tampa Bay, just coming into this organization, the Buccaneers organization, they were an organization ready to win. The players here were ready to win, and just to come in and be a small part, big part of it, and play my role was just amazing. And just to come here and just have a situation like this with so many great players and be Super Bowl 55 champs, it's just unreal. It's surreal, man.
Next question is Joshua Allen at Bucs Report. Go ahead, Joshua.
Hey, Gronk, congratulations, my man. How much of your contributions tonight were schemed up, or how much was it just a product of what they were giving you?
You never know with this offense, who's going to get the ball, who's going to make the plays, because we got so much talent on our team too. And that's what made this team so special. We have so many superstars on our team, but no one's head was ever too big during this year. Never on the defense side, never on the offense side. And whoever got the ball, got the ball. We were all happy for each other. We knew that we were all going to have to play together and work together in order to win the game. And that's what we did. That's what we did all year long. And that's what was so great about being with this team, is that there was no one that was selfish on this team. Just overall in the whole organization, there's no one that was selfish here. And, it just happened to be me this time, to be me making the plays, to have, the touchdown passes thrown to me. And just overall, you just never knew who it was going to be, because we had so much talent. We just did a great job spreading the ball around and, just play together as a team to win it all. That's what you got to do.
Lovable. As much I love hearing Rob Gronkowski, the Sage. Who would have thought Gronk is the Sage? By the way, we mentioned it in the highlights. 14 postseason touchdowns between Brady and Gronk, passing Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, and Brett Favre and Freeman and everybody else. Like, you wouldn't necessarily.
But, what else can you say? All you can do is leave everything you have on the field, and I feel like the guys did that. They were the better team today. They beat us pretty good. The worst I think I've been beaten in a long time. But I'm proud of the guys and how they fought till the very end of the game.
All right, next we'll go to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Patrick, a couple things. First of all, how similar was what Tampa did tonight to what they did, say, in the second half after that big first quarter in the first time around? Were you see any similarities in their coverage from that game, from the second quarter on to tonight? And I'll have one quick follow-up.
Not really any. They had a good game plan. They kind of took away our deep stuff. They took away the sidelines, and they did a good job of rallying to the football and making tackles. We weren't executing early. I had a few miscues. We weren't on the same page. But credit to them, man. They played a heck of a game defensively and offensively and beat us. Okay, and
was the toe a problem for you tonight? And are you going to be having surgery anytime soon on that?
Yeah, I can't say the toe was a problem when I played last week or 2 weeks ago, and I played well on it. It was. It's something you battle through. You're playing football. You have to battle through injuries, and so we'll look at it tomorrow, and we'll make a final decision on if we're going to have surgery on it or not.
He's been fantastic, running and catching and pass blocking. He's been an all-around back and done a great job for us. Hey, can you turn this up?
Next question will come from John Romano with the Tampa Bay Times.
Bruce, could you just talk about the game plans of the coordinators, both Byron and Todd?
Yeah, I thought all three guys had great plans. Byron did a great job, I thought, of just mixing it up, running past, and then pounding them when we needed to. And Todd had a great plan. Keep them in front of us and let our front four get after them. And, they chased him around all night.
Next, we'll go to Scott Reynolds with Pewter Report.
Bruce, what can you say about Tom Brady's performance, especially with that touchdown right before halftime, once again, giving you guys a healthy lead at the half?
Yeah, that was a huge drive, that 2-minute drive with a minute and something. Just, want to start out a little conservative, make sure we got a play in, and we got the long pass interference. Done a great throw with Antonio, and he just played outstanding the whole ball game. He protected the football. We had great protection, and we found a couple guys like Antonio and Gronk. Both their touchdowns were more improv plays, and just did a great job. Great line, great tight ends. Everybody just did a hell of a job. Team effort.
Next, we'll go to Jenna Lane with ESPN.
Hey, Coach, congratulations, first of all.
Both hands, baby.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
A few of your major contributors on offense were all guys that were brought in on one-year deals. Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette. How big is it going to be, or should I say, how big was it to have them here tonight, but also how big is it going to be for you guys to get them back next year? And when do you guys start on the process of doing that?
Yeah, I think you got to give Jason Light a ton of credit for this football team. He put a great roster together, picking up those guys and still staying cap friendly. And, we've got a very limited time to get into free agency. And
it is the city of champions, Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers, who just devastated the Kansas City Chiefs, not allowing them in the end zone. Not the creamsicle, but the blue splash of Coach Bruce Arians. Tom Brady, Gronk, the old guard that came as the new guard to Tampa against these Chiefs. Antonio Brown, the Buccaneers. They say you can never go home again. Well, it took them 3 road playoff games to get home again. And there's Brady and Mahomes again, the master. Still the master, the youngster, still in waiting. My goodness, the 7th Lombardi Trophy won by Tom Brady, his first as a Buccaneer. And as we start NFL primetime with Chris Berman and 2 very famous Buccaneers. Steve Young, who won rings when he got out of here, and Booger McFarland, who won rings when he was hit with the defense, and it was a defensive day. Look. The overall is Tom Brady's first Super Bowl was 2001. This one was in 2020. That would be 2 complete decades, and it took him to get out of New England to finally have a laugher.
Boomer, with 7 championships, you talk about the greatest athletes of all time. Who are we going to say? Jordan, Woods, Ali, name them. They're all guys that were 5 guys on a team, individual sports. This is football is 50 guys, 32 teams. The odds of doing this are astronomical. More than you can describe to anyone else that we're talking. Any other name you want to give me, this feat to go to this many Super Bowls and in football, to me, is unique, different, and something that should be appreciated like in our generation and our lives or anything we've ever seen. I'm speechless about it. It's indescribable.
Well, and for him to do it with this team after the year he had in New England. Remember a year ago, Tom Brady's done. Can he still throw the football down the field? And the people who knew football said, you know what? No, he's not done. He just needs better weapons. And to go through a year of COVID, to come down here and ingratiate himself with new teammates, having practices at high school fields, and to do it, I think this cements his legacy, not only in football, but in all of sports.
There's no question.
One quick thing before we get to the highlights and plenty of reaction. I remember sitting with Tom in New England in an interview like 5 years ago, 6. He was still in his 30s, a young man. How long do you want to play, Tom? He went, oh, no, I want to play till I'm 45. Now, this is going back 4 or 5 years, like, what? I thought I needed a Q-tip in my ear. And he went, no, I can do it.
But he planned for it.
Yes.
He put the time in. He planned to get to Tampa, but where he was getting out of New England 4 years ago. Like, he's a guy that thinks about this years in advance.